My father is from Asaba, but he is Igbo. And that is what we are talking about here. That makes me come from the South as a geopolitical zone and an Igbo man.
You are from the Anioma Oshimili side of the River Niger. And, we hear that people who are not mainstream Igbos, the Igbos in Delta, the Igbos in rivers, Igbo subgroups, are also good enough to represent Igbos. But the dilemma here is that people from all the other ethnic groups that we mentioned, they also belong to the South. They are not mainstream Igbos. So why is this, a big issue about we are also Igbos? Because if the thing goes to Igbo land, we too are part of the Igbos. And if so, who are your favorite candidates, possible candidates from the marginal Igbo group?
You talked about mainstream Igbo. What is that? I don't think there's anything called mainstream Igbo. Because, you see, if we go back a little bit in history, even from the coup that brought, that truncated Nigerians' democracy as far as I'm concerned and put us in the country which seemed to be in 1966, one of the major participants was a young man called, he was a major, Zogo. He's from Okpanam. Okpanam is just 2 minutes away from Asaba. It's more or less the same place as Asaba, which makes him an Oshimili Igbo person. From that axis, the Anyocha Oshimili area, we speak exactly the same kind of, when I have a discussion with any brother of mine across the Niger, he understands what I'm saying. There might be little fluctuations of one word. We can say shine, they can say rine, and little things like that. But in the main, it is the same dialect, it is the same language. Now, when you look at even the effort of the Biafran War, and I want to talk about personal experience here, you will see that the Oshimili Anyocha Igbos were even the ones that bore most of the brunt of that war. But in terms of course, the Asaba massacre is known to everybody. I don't think any town, either in the southeast or anywhere in Nigeria, suffered as much as the Asaba people did with the kind of killings and the program that went on in Asaba on that fateful day. Why was that so? If you think those people, the federal troops did not have enough intelligence to tell them that this town was solidly behind the Biafran agitation. My late father was a medical doctor who was practicing in Benin at the time when the Civil War broke out. I was barely 6 years old, my two elder sisters. And my mom is of the Yoruba extraction. She had a choice of taking us to her parents in Ibadan where they were living. But she said, no, wherever my husband is going, I'm going to go with my husband. And they put us in 2 cars and we went across. They went to look for an old friend of his, that they were all in Benin, who lived in Oka, Chief Dom Mosu Njikoka, as they called him. And we stayed with him in his house in Oka, and both families became one, and thereafter we ran from one town to the other throughout the 30 months of the Biafran Civil War. Obviously, if my father did not take us away, possibly I might not even have been here, because the children were killed, women were killed. There is no family in Asaba that did not suffer the loss of one person or the other, a man, woman, or child. Because don't forget, when those federal troops came to Asaba, the idea was that, oh, come and welcome the federal troops, they are here. And they all gathered the people in the open field, and then they opened fire on them. So whenever I hear this talk about Igbo presidency, and people are trying to say there is some subgroup of Igbo or there's mainstream Igbo, it doesn't resonate with me. Because, you see, the Anioma people, or rather the Oshimili Anyocha people, will always be shortchanged in Nigeria. Let me tell you a little story. In 1999, when the new democracy started, it was everywhere. It was an open secret that the person that was tipped to be the secretary to the Federation at that time was Chief Philip Asiodu. He was He is my godfather, he's my uncle. He took me into government. We all know his antecedents, super palmsec, very cerebral and everything. He's one of the custodians of Nigerian history and political economy and everything. And he was supposed to be the secretary to the government of of Nigeria at that time. And just before the announcement was made, they decided that, oh no, since a Southeasterner, an Igbo man, was going to be number 3, that is the Senate president, the Wazobia thing. There was going to be a president from the West, a vice president from the North, and the Senate president from the East, as it were, who was an Igbo man. Now, they refused to make it. He was not confirmed as the SGF anymore, which was supposed to be like number 6 or whatever in the hierarchy, because he was an Igbo man. So at that time, he conveniently lost that position because he was Igbo. But they didn't remember that he was also South-South, because the whole idea, they said they had to look for a true South-South Nigerian, and that's how Ufo Tekaite was made the secretary to the government. So you see, when it's convenient, we are not Igbos. When it's convenient, we are South-South. When it's convenient, we are not South-South. When it's not convenient, we are not Igbos. So you see, they can't keep picking and choosing for us all the time. And it is particularly heart-wrenching when I see, hey, we know how Nigeria works. Whether an Igbo man will be president, only God knows. Personally, I want to see that happen, even if you say, yes, the Igbos from the Southeast, have not enjoyed it at this time. But also the Igbos from Anyota Oshimili, who have a skin in the game and who have suffered everything the Igbo man from across the Niger has suffered, has also never been. Don't forget that when Midwest was a region, the first premier, that is the only region that was even created by a referendum in Nigeria, when there were just 4 regions in Nigeria. The first premier was Chief Dennis Osadebe. Yes, he was from Asaba. And he was the premier of Midwest states. Yes, Midwest region, rather. So what I'm saying is that we never lacked the manpower, the capacity of human beings, or that human capital that can deliver on that kind of mandate as the president of Nigeria. So to keep shutting the door at us, using all these, little colorations that are always brought into the matter, you are South-South now, you are not Igbo now, you are not mainstream Igbo, it just doesn't make sense to me. That is the truth. I just want to put the record straight in terms of what it is we are doing as a country. You see, there are too many injustices in Nigeria already that we are complaining about. I, as an Igbo man, am complaining that an Igbo man has not been president. My father is from Asaba, but he is Igbo, and that is what we are talking about here. That makes me come from the South-South as a geopolitical zone and an Igbo man.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, men and women of goodwill. My name again still remains Onyebuchi Ashiburobi, Nwa Ashiburobi Kambo, known as the Great Seer or the Seer of the Seer, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Eziokwu nke Chineke ana-akọ mmiri, that is the only thing that I have brought. Now, if you watch this particular video, today is my first time of hearing mainstream media. They have known that the disunity that they brought as regards to Igbo ethnicity has crumbled. That disunity has crumbled. Igbos are uniting everywhere. How can you say that I'm Benin, but I'm speaking Igbo? How can you say that I am a Delta man? What is the meaning of Delta man? Before the creation of Delta, what were you? Igbo. And I thank God that this very man that they invited, the mother is a Yoruba woman. He saw it all in the war. Even as a young child, he was barely 6 years old when the war started, and he was 9 years old when the war ended. So he saw it all. He met every root and crannies of the war. Today they have invited him, and Ruben Abati is asking him, mainstream Igbos and those who are not mainstream Igbos. The fact simply remains that Igbos are Igbos all over the world. And I want to ask you, those people deceiving you, you are in Nigeria, the ordinary shared state, and told you that you are not Igbo, but you speak Igbo. They told you, oh, you are river man. What about the Hausa people in Benin? In, what are they calling this? In Cameroon, in Chad, in Togo, in Ghana, in all of them remain Hausa. They remain Hausa. What about the Fulani man all over the world? They said the identity still remain Fulani. So those people will not be told, oh, you are not, you are no longer Fulani, you are Cotonou man, you are Benin man, you are Togo man, you are Ghana man, you are Cameroon man. Do you see the lies and deceit? Do you see the lies and deceit that they use on most of you, and you buy it? Most especially some of them that are claimed that they are not Igbos for their own political gains. For their own political gains. They claim that I am not Igbo. Are you not feeling to be ashamed of yourself to remove yourself as an Igbo? Now, if you listen to this man documented everything that they did. They said Biafra Nigerian war was caused by Igbo, right? And the person that they said caused it is from Delta, from the today's South. But they said the Igbos caused the Biafra Nigerian war. Is that not what they said? But the person that they said that he caused it is from Delta. And they told that one, you are not Igbo. So how come Igbos caused the Nigerian Biafra war when that one is not Igbo? Now, when they want to make appointments, they segregate them also. Oh, you are an Igbo man because of appointments. But when they want to use political numbers, they will tell them, oh, you are not Igbo, you are from South. They said they are tired of all of those nonsense and they want to go back to their Igbo brothers to join the majority. What am I saying? This disunity that we have crumbled in today, Nigeria, they have brought that same disunity in Biafra struggle. They brought it in Biafra struggle to the extent that generals will be crying and you will tell them what you will just hear is that that man is a nobody. He is a foolish man. Let him go now. The person talking about this thing cannot even hurt a fly. That person cannot stand up to protect the status quo. That person cannot stand up to challenge the status quo. That person cannot stand up to fight his or her own freedom. But that person have the mind of telling a whole general, go now, we are doing our own. And if you ask the person what he or she is doing, he is doing absolutely nothing. It's just gaslighting, lies and propaganda, ren lies, and it remains so. I am Onyebuchi Ashibrobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Please. Are you getting the point? Are you understanding the point? Are you understanding that this very freedom is sacrosanct? Are you understanding the areas of this very freedom? It is sacrosanct. We must stand up to be counted. There is no lies that will work on us anymore. This disunity that they have brought into Biafra struggle using very fake freedom fighters, that none of them have stand up to condemn the division from Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. Everybody is trying to use the division at his own advantage. I am Onyebuchi Ashibrobi. It must end. This disunity that they have brought in Biafra struggle, that our land is crying, people are buying. They probably don't care. Everyone is on social media flying one lies or the other. It must end, and we must unite to face what is facing us, or else. What is facing us, or else we will be down as a people. I thank God that the people that they deceive ab initio, even as the mother is a Yoruba woman, he is intelligently acquainted. And I thank the Yoruba woman for not infusing hatred on her child. And I know that most of them that marry the Igbo love, there is none of them that marry the Igbo that do not love Igbo to the extent, because what they were told when they were growing up is another thing that they saw. I could remember one woman called Iya Precious. Iya Precious said one day that her children can never marry a Yoruba man. And this Iya Precious is call Yoruba woman. Call, when you hear call Yoruba woman. She said that getting married to their tribe is just as a good as mmadụ iwere ụdọ gaga manya onwe n'olu. And she cannot be alive and watch her child were ụdọ manya onwe n'olu. It cannot happen. The reason why they chastise us, they blackmail us, they do this and do that to make sure that there is division among us is because we are technically crafted. Jealousy is the root of all evil. We are blessed as a tribe. I could remember when I ran away from Anambra State and I got to Lagos State, the place that I was squatting then, sleeping, the place that I was squatting there and sleeping, there are too many Yorubas that we are squatting also and sleeping with me over there. We were there because ab initio, the one that carried me, is equally a Yoruba woman. Is equally a Yoruba woman by name Bisola. So we were there, and the ideas that these very people we are bringing, once they bring ideas, an Igbo man, I will look at them. They are not even making ideas to move front. They are not even at all making ideas to move front. It is, let us go here today and play. Let us go there today, and I will look at them. When I see that bringing my own decision will disregard what they want to do and put trouble, I will tell them, okay, tomorrow now. Tomorrow, when that time comes, before they call me, I don't japa, go the hustle my own hustle. I don't go away. Coming back in the evening, they will say, hey, where do you go to? We are looking for you. I said, oh, I went to hustle. I went to hustle. And like that, when I stood, rented my own house and opened my own shop, they are still there in the same house as I'm talking to you, sleeping over there. When I married, they are still in the same house, not married, sleeping and playing draft, going to one place or the other. When I started building my own house, they are still there in the same house, doing one thing or the other. When I bought my land, they were still there doing. I said, wow. I thank the Yoruba woman that brought up this very man. This man he dated it. How can you say I'm not Igbo? But the person who caused the civil war, which you tag Igbo, is from the place that you call South. How can you say that I'm not Igbo? But when you come to Asaba, you said, oh, let us come and welcome the federal troop. Oh, everybody wear white. All of us wear white and came. You people open fire on us and unalive everyone. And you called me, I'm not Igbo. But you want to unalive people from that same region. What type of lies? And if you are in Delta State, you still believe, apart from being heard about the massacre, the pogrom that happened in Delta, they still tell you, oh, you are not Igbo. And you buy that lies, you buy that deceit, you are more or less like an animal. I am letting you to know. You are not a human being at all. I am Onyebuchi Ashigburobi. Just hit the like button and share, please. When they fail to use you, they tell you, oh, you are not Igbo, you are from the South. Because they want to share, most of you don't know, they want to share what belongs to you politically. They want to make it that you are small in number to be able to subjugate you. Go and ask the people in Ibanke, the Igbo Akere people. They are not Ibanke, they are called the Igbo Akere people. They were later renamed the Banke, and those people answered the name given to them. What they were was Igbo, Akere people, not Ibanke. Go and ask the Igbo Akere people. They answer the same name with us. Same culture, same language. Go and ask them how the Benin people were suppressing them. And today, you want to stand up to that nonsense. We must unite. Where we can be able to be free is in Biafra. Where we can be able to free is in Biafra, not otherwise. If we can unite ourselves and take up the cause for Biafra, we will be united. And we can be able to end these things once and for all. No enemy is going to subjugate and suppress us. Even those that they planted, we can be able to discover them and forge ahead. That is if your mind can let you know the truth. And ask yourself, Biafra of yesterday and today, which one is better? Where were you yesterday of Biafra? And where are you today of Biafra? I am Onyebuchi Ashigburobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Undiluted truth, eziokwu nke Chineke na-akọ mmiri. Nwa Chineke ka mbụ, eziokwu nke Chineke na-akọ mmiri. That is what I have brought to you. Eziokwu nke Olisa bi n'igwe. That you don't know that I'm preaching the undiluted truth doesn't mean anything. It means that most of you are confused. Why most of you are needed to be taught the reality of the day. If I should be polite with you, please. That is if I should be polite with you. I am Onyebuchi Ashigburobi. The voice that you are hearing is the voice of the Spirit. We must strip ourselves out of this madness of the day. Fighting and throwing tantrums. And we must ensure that we safeguard our land. We must ensure that there is no military personnel in Biafra land that they attack anymore. And I want to let your people know, any platform which condemns any men on the ground, which calls them names, run away, they are not there for the people. I'm letting you to know. They are not there for the people. Any platform which insults General Igwe Butozo, run away from that platform. Any platform which insults General Gento, run away from that platform and the rest of them. They are not there for the people. For you to get this very freedom, you must know the men who are suffering the brunt, the men who are suffering every day to safeguard the land of Biafra. These are the finest men. These are the people. These are the people fighting to safeguard the land of Biafra. Are you getting it? Are you understanding it? Both those doing it to put their whosoever that they want at the spotlight. You don't need to insult those men. I have made the mistake at the time past. And nobody would use me again. Because once they use you, they will deny. You will bear the brunt of what they have used you. Most of you people that are doing it today, tomorrow they are waiting for you because what you did today, they have documented it. You will think, oh, brother, people listening to you now. Look at the amount of people listening to you. Oh, yeah, do this. Tomorrow, you will know how they are dealing with you. So the division, what am I saying? The division, the propaganda, and the Kande war must stop. Or let me run propaganda so that the people will head this one and then abide in this one. That is divide and rule of Nigeria. Are you getting me? And most of them, you know what I'm saying, are doing it. And it is not good. We must unite. We must unite. I have, to be sincere, I have not seen anyone, apart from Mazen Namdekano and Mazen Simon Ekpa, nobody is sincerely leading this very struggle. Nobody. Everybody is doing as they play the show. Everybody is doing Jingantum. Kamboya, the little African magic. Please, the people might not understand what you are saying. Take it easy, my brother. Take it easy. Nobody, the people, and that is the reason why I am begging Almighty Chukwuka Abiyama, the God of heaven, to help us as regards to Mazi Simon Ekpa for his own release. What the people does now is that if you know the lies that will put you in spotlight, go and lie it, and they wouldn't have problem with it. Go and lie the lies that will put you in spotlight. I am Onyebuchi Ashiburobi, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Nwa Ashiburobi Kambo, preaching nothing but the undiluted truth. Ọmụọ na-ekwu were olu mmara m. And if you, as a person, can listen to this very program, if you, as a person, will have a change of heart, we need unity among ourselves for us to conquer and survive as a people. It all depends on us. It all depends on how we subdue the enemies with truthfulness and in all sincerity. It all depends on how we march for this particular freedom in all truthfulness and in all sincerity. When you look at the exposition that man made, it is purely truth. They use you. You are not Igbo when it suits them. And they have come in the same Biafra with the same thing. Oh, you are not following Mr. A? So you are a Sabo. This one following this person will say, oh, you are not following me. You are a Sabo. The other one following the other person will say, oh, you are not following me. You are a Sabo. And like that, there is fight. Remember, there are Owazirike. There are the criminal DOS. There are Ngozi Orabueze. There are Ogenkere. There are Imam Madabos. Is it not the people that they are dividing? And tomorrow another person will still bring his own chaos and put again. Haven't they divided you? You that are saying, oh, they cannot divide us. So where do you think that you are going to with that percentage? Where do you think that you are going to with the percentage which you are saying, oh, we are matching, we are going to get freedom. Which freedom do you want to get? Where do you think? With less percentage. And please remember, there are even some of the people that said, oh, we will not join the freedom because of the castigation, the lies, and the propaganda. So where do you want to join in? I'm asking you. So they call all of you, is freedom supposed to be rated by money donation? Freedom is supposed to be rated by the influence in your land to safeguard your land. And today, if you get to the Biafra land, the influence there is fear. Everybody is afraid. Everybody don't want to buy. There are fear, there are kidnapping, there are dehumanization, there are suppression and oppression. Can we count but a few? Is that what we want in the land of Biafra? Absolutely no. We must stand up and be counted. Is teaching time saves 9. I do not send you when you go out to carry your propagandas and lies. I say it's a welcome development. But just know that the freedom of the people is sacrosanct. My time is up. And from me from here, from the temple of the Gracie, it is good morning, please.